Hi guys, I wanted to share with y'all today a new take on life that I have. I've been toying around with these ideas for a while, but a recent incident made a lot of these ideas more apparent for me. So hopefully you guys get something meaningful from this that you can take with you. I think we all conceptually understand these ideas, but it took me getting into a car accident to really internalize them. I'm going down the highway at 70 miles per hour and a car hits me from behind, and it sends me spinning several times until I crashed headfirst into a wall. And it made me realize that life is fragile, life is short, and we only have one chance at life. After being so thankful and grateful that nothing horrible had happened to me, I woke up the next morning with this burning motivation and desire. And there was really only one thought in my mind, and that was that I wanted to live a simple life with no regrets. I really came face to face with the idea that life is really short. It's too short to be wasting time. If we only get one chance at life, one opportunity, then we should really try to make the most of it. And for me, there are a lot of things that I wanted to do for myself, for my happiness, and for the world. And while I was working on some of these things, I wasn't genuinely putting my all into these. But after waking up that morning, I realized that I wanted to spend the majority of my time working on something that made me excited, that made me happy, and that would actually make a positive change in the world. Peterson has this really great advice for young people that I think everyone should really take to heart.
Make a plan. Look at what you're interested in. Get disciplined about something. Allow for the possibility that you have something important to contribute to the world, and that the world would be a lesser place without that contribution. Don't be afraid of taking on responsibility. It's where you find what sustains you in your life.
I think it's really important for people to put in an aggressive, extraordinary, and crazy amount of effort into figuring out who they really are and what they're really passionate about. If you find that one thing that you really believe in, that makes you thrilled and excited, and makes you happy, then that is what you should go for. And that is what will work out. Don't play it safe. You only have one life. And don't listen to what other people have to say, because you only have one life. If you're on your deathbed, the last thing that you want to be thinking about is all these regrets that you have of things that could have turned out amazing, but you were too scared to do them because you were worried about what other people think, or you were worried about getting out of your comfort zone. Neil deGrasse Tyson puts these ideas really well together in an interview where he talks about the urgency of life.
If you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Okay, we're
Don't
done
even
with the
have to
interview.
finish the sentence.
Yes. No, okay, sure, that's an attractive idea. But the way I look at it is the knowledge that I'm going to die that creates the focus that I bring to being alive. The urgency of accomplishment. The need to express love now, not later. If we live forever, why ever even get out of bed in the morning? Because you always have tomorrow. That's not the kind of life I want to lead.
But why, don't you fear not being around?
I fear living a life where I could have accomplished something and didn't. That's what I fear. I don't fear death.
You don't fear the unknown?
I love the unknown. On my tombstone, a quote from Horace Mann, great educator. Be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity.
I took the time to write down the things in my life that I feel like if I don't do, I'll regret. And it was a pretty sizable list. And then I took the time to circle the 5 main things that I really want to work towards. And that's how I'm going to live my life. This is the simple life for me. For me, a simple life means not sweating the small stuff or getting worked up about things that don't really matter in the large scheme of things. This is how I lead my happy life. And the key thing here is I'm not pursuing happiness, because that's an inherent contradiction, right? If you're pursuing happiness, then you don't have it right now. I have happiness right now by working on these things that I'm really passionate and excited about. And these are the main things that I'll be focusing on to lead my simple life. All other things are not that relevant. So this idea of living a simple life with no regrets is what I'm going to be using as I move forward in life. And I definitely know that I don't have it fully figured out yet, but this is something that I'm going to be continuously working towards. And I hope that you got something out of this video that you can take with you in your life as you're moving forward. So if you did, please give this video a like. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave that below. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time.